Hi, what's up? I'm here to talk about something that I think needs to be addressed, and it's starting to become a little more prevalent now with the idea of how things are preserved and distributed. But it's all tied to this here because the interesting thing was I didn't think we would get this back. But then again, we've seen this with other releases from the past. They've just been delisted, but sometimes they come back, or you have to go through other ways to get them. But for this one specifically here, this was actually available for sale on digital storefronts like Steam, Humble, the Xbox Marketplace, and the PlayStation Store. However, it got delisted in 2019 because of licensing. And it was licensing for a song used in a boss battle. You want to know what the song is? You'll see it up here. And it was because of that, you couldn't get it anymore. If you bought it, you could still technically re-download it, but if you wanted to try and buy one, you would either have to try and hunt down a physical copy of it, which could be reasonably priced or it could be expensive, or looking for download sites for abandonware. That changed recently because it is now available on GOG. And the best part about it is that it's not only back, but it's DRM-free. The game I'm talking about is this, Alpha Protocol here. Now, I luckily have a physical copy of it because I managed to get one. Because I was doing a playthrough of it on Twitch, which you can see, I believe, archived here as well. So you could take a look at that playlist for it. But Alpha Protocol is a fun game, despite all of its quirks, or like bugs and issues and everything. I still had fun with it, and it's a unique title, not only for Obsidian, but just, I would say, in general. And the nice thing is, at least what GOG has done with the PC version of this, though, is that it's been tweaked to work with modern machines, which is nice. They've added the licensed music in there again, so that's at least a safe call. And controller support. You can play with a 360. You can play with an Xbox controller. You can even play with the DualShock controller. So if you don't want to use the mouse and keyboard, you can just use the controllers for that. And I'm glad to see this back. If you haven't played this short version, despite the bugs and stuff, this game is great. You should take a look at it. It's a lot of fun. However, with this did bring up the topic again, at least for me, but it's also been prevalent with others around that I've been seeing, of the idea of preservation and how important it is. I feel it is also important myself, because let's face it, not everybody does physical copies anymore for games, or even, say, movies, or even music in general. But for games specifically, this is the interesting one, because like most have gone over to doing digital now, and just digital downloads. Like, yes, it is easier. I will give you that. And you don't have to worry about having one of these on a shelf or something and just hauling it with you everywhere. However, for me, the downside with digital distribution is that when it's gone, it's gone. You can't get it anymore. Now, for games like, at least in the case of Alpha Protocol before, you could re-download it off of Steam or Humble if you already had it. Same thing with Xbox or the PlayStation Store. However, what happens when the servers are gone, or when it's just completely gone forever? We've been seeing this with movies and stuff, and even anime. I believe there was something out there that said, yeah, all your digital purchases, yeah, you can't get them anymore. That's a problem. I feel that's a bad thing, because all those that spent money on this, it means nothing anymore. Like, and you could say, oh, you're probably not going to watch it again, or you're not going to play this again. It doesn't matter. No, I'd say it does, because you spent your money on it. You deserve it. You own it. You should be able to do what you want with it. And this is one of the reasons why, like, I like GOG, because, like, you own it. It's DRM free for the most part, because, like, you can download it, do what you want with it, and that's important. Because with the way things are, and I know it's tough for probably some of these things, like older games, to get back to release on digital storefronts. Like, I know with this, it took GOG a while to do. Now, the funny thing is, like, with the release of this on GOG, there was also a video that RaceFic did about this. So, again, you can check that out here, and I highly suggest you watch it, too. I thought it was well done. But I think we're losing the point of preservation. We're just, honestly, we're going to fully embrace the digital market. I get that. But I want to be able to see these saved in some form. Like, one of my issues with Alan Wake 2, for example, is, yes, it's digital only right now. Well, when it's gone, right? How can I play it again in the future? I want to be able to own the copy that I have. I don't want it to just be a license that could just be revoked. And with the form, and physical is also changing its tune as well. It seems like. Like, it's still out there. But I feel like that's going to be changing soon. I think anything should be preserved. Like, gaming-wise, these should be preserved. Whether they be good or they be bad. There's an importance to it. Is there something that you've played that, you know, you can't really find anymore? Or you luckily have a physical copy of it, and you can still play it, but for those that haven't, how are you going to play these? How are you going to experience these? Am I the only one that thinks preservation is important? I don't think so. I'd like to think I'm not the only one. With all these videos that we've been seeing out there, I think this is something that needs to be discussed, and I think that's something that needs to be reevaluated. For sure. But I want to hear your guys' thoughts on this. I would love to hear what you have to say. Please leave feedback below. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. If you want me to talk a little more about this, I would love to. But with that said, I thank all of you for watching, and I hope the video found you well, and you know, you enjoy your day with it. But I will say, if you haven't picked up Alpha Protocol, it's on GOG right now. Go pick it up. I think you'll have fun with it. But until then, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one.
Super Retro Force.